doing great. Enjoying your holidays. I'm William, Mr. William Bago, and this Unibek group of school. Today we'll be treating our revision on JSS3. The topic is nutrition. In course of this learning, you should be able to define nutrition. You should be able to state the modes of nutrition, and also define food and mention some classes of food that we know. First of all, what is nutrition? So we're going to start. What is nutrition? Now, nutrition is the process where living organisms obtain and utilize food substances in their environment to carry out certain metabolic activity. Now let me say it again. Nutrition is the process where living organisms obtain and utilize food material from their external environment to carry out metabolic activity. Now when I say metabolic activity, I mean activities in their body, inside their body. Activities inside their body. Any body activity is a metabolic activity. When living organisms obtain and utilize, when you obtain it, you make use of food substances you get from your external environment. We call it nutrition. So I can say nutrition is a process whereby living organisms obtain and utilize food substances from their external environment to carry out metabolic activities such as movement, metabolic activity, and respiration is metabolic activity. Digestion is a metabolic activity. Etc., etc. This is nutrition. It's a process whereby living organisms obtain means they get and utilize food substances from their external environment to carry out metabolic activities such as movement, respiration, digestion, etc. So we call it nutrition. Now we have two modes of nutrition. We have different modes of nutrition. And when I say nutrition, I also mean feeding. That's the other name for nutrition. Now we have what we call the modes of nutrition. Modes of nutrition. Now we have the autotrophic nutrition the self-feeding, self-feeders. They're also called self-feeders. We have the heterotrophic nutrition. Also call it dependent feeders. Now, these are the mode of nutrition. Now, living organism carry out nutrition in any of this method, any of this mode. Now, remember, when I say living organism, I'm not talking about only humans, please. I mean both plants and other animals when I say living organism. Now, mode of nutrition could either be in an autotrophic manner or in an heterotrophic manner. Now, when we talk about autotrophic nutrition, this is a nutrition carried out mainly by plants, green plants, through photosynthesis. A process where green plants manufacture their own food through photosynthesis. They don't depend on any other organism for food. They manufacture their food. So we call them autotrophic nutrition. It's carried out mainly by green plants. By what? Green plants. Through photosynthesis. We call them self-feeders. They are independent feeders. Independent feeders. They manufacture their food by themselves. Then we have the heterotrophic nutrition. Now let's go back. Autotrophic nutrition could either be photosynthetic or chemosynthetic, but that's not for our today's class. The next one of nutrition is heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophs are also called dependent feeders. These are organisms that don't manufacture their food themselves. They depend on other organisms for food. Example, animals, we humans, we are heterotrophic feeders, call it dependent feeders. We don't manufacture our food, we depend on plants for food. Now, heterotrophic nutrition could be in different classes. You can say forms of heterotrophic nutrition. Forms of heterotrophic nutrition. Hope you're getting it. You're understanding what I'm teaching now? It's quite simple. Hope you understand it. We have different forms of heterotrophic nutrition. Remember I said this is a nutrition involving organisms depending on others for food. Dependent feeders. It could be in different forms. One, we have the herbivore. Herbivores. Now, herbivores are animals, or they are animals that feed on plants only. Herbivores are animals that feed on plants only. So you can say herbivores. These are animals that feed on plants only. Remember the word only. An example is what? Example of an herbivore of herbivores. We call them herbivorous animals. Example are, let's say, goats, herbivore, sheep, herbivores. Get it? Rabbits, herbivore. carnivores, we call them carnivorous animals, called the carnivorous animals. Carnivorous animals. These are animals that feed on flesh. These are animals that feed on flesh. Example is what? Of carnivore. An example is lion, tiger, cats, see, etc. Don't more than that, but let's stop such example. Animals that feed on flesh are called carnivorous animals. Another form of heterotrophic nutrition, we have the omnivores. Omnivores. Now these animals feed on both plant and flesh. These animals feed on both plant and flesh. You can say these animals feed on both plants and flesh. Example is what? Human being. We are omnivorous in nature. We feed on both plants and flesh. It's quite easy. Hope you understand what we've learned so far. Learn that nutrition is a process whereby living organisms obtain and utilize food substances from the environment to carry out metabolic activities such as movement, respiration, digestion, etc. We also talked about the mode of nutrition. We have autotrophic nutrition, we have the heterotrophic nutrition. Then we talked about forms of heterotrophic nutrition. Talked about the herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Now, we also have one that is not stated here. And that form of heterotrophic nutrition, we have the scavengers. Now, certain animals feed on dead organisms. Example is vulture. Now, if you observe, vulture feed on organisms that are dead. So I can add it to a form of heterotrophic nutrition, which will be the fourth one, scavengers. Scavengers are animals that feed on dead, decaying organisms. Example is vulture. The next thing for us to do is let's define foods. Now, what is food? Someone will ask me, what is food? Food is any substance absorbed into the cell of living organism to provide energy. Say food. What is food? Food is any substance absorbed into the body or into the cell. Say food is any substance absorbed into the cell of living organisms which provides energy, regulates metabolic processes without harming the organism. Now, as you can see, this is the definition of food. There's hardly any of us that don't eat every day. Some of us eat twice a day. Some of us eat 3 times a day. Some even go to the extent of eating 4 times a day. That is food. Food is any substance absorbed into the cell, into the body of living organisms, which provide us energy, regulate metabolic processes, and also repair worn out tissue without harming the organism. That's what we call food. That's what we call food. And we have different classes of food. We have different classes of food. Now, classes of food. One, we have the protein, we have the carbohydrates, we have the vitamin, we have the mineral salts, we have also add water as a food, add water to it also. We have fats and oil. You can also add raw veggies. Yes. Veggies. These are some classes of food we have. Raw veggies, yeah. Every food we eat falls into this category. Protein. What are protein? Proteins are body building food. They are body building food. They also help in repair of worn out tissues in the body. An example of protein is beans. We have meats. We have fish. These are proteinous food. We have carbohydrates. These are energy giving food. Example is yam, right? Plantain, and others. Cocoyam, these are carbohydrates. Have vitamins, have mineral salts, fat and oil, raw veggies, and all that. And an example of vitamin, food that contains vitamin is orange, which contains vitamin C. These are example of food that contains vitamin. You can see, an example of food that contains fat and oil is butter, that's oil, margarine, that's called margarine. Have raw veggies. Raw veggies are food that contains fiber. Food containing fiber. Some of our vegetables contain raw veggies because they contain fiber. And water, is a important solvent. Everybody drink water. Helps in dissolving whatever we take into our body. Now, finally, we're going to talk about functions of food. Functions of food. We're going to be talking about functions of food. Functions of food. Functions of food. Functions of food. One of the functions of food is food keeps the body healthy. So when we're taking food, become healthy. Another function of food is that food provides energy. Food provides energy and warmth. What's the body warmth? To the body. Another function of food is that food provides material for growth and repair of worn out tissues in the body. Okay, hope we all have gotten it. Talking about food, function of food. So we are coming to the conclusion of this lesson for today. I believe we all understood what I've been taught. For more suggestion, for more question, please pass information to us. And also, your assignment to be given in our e-learning platform. You're going to receive your assignment on this topic. So, God bless you.